think this is going to be a little loose tonight for warm-up. And so welcome everybody to Spiritual Workout 9919. I know that means something in the ethers. I'm not your guy to explain what that is. I gave a talk over the weekend and I wanted to use a little piece of it here for our warm-up tonight. I had occasion to reference the work of Dr. David Hawkins, and I'm sure all or most of you are familiar with his work in applied kinesiology and mapping out human consciousness, whereby on a scale of 1 or 20 or something to 1,000, whereby guilt and shame are way down at the bottom, love, joy are more in the middle, and then the kind of enlightenment that we're not going to experience in our lifetimes here are like in the 700 plus range. And so what he says is that one human being able and willing to essentially do what we do, I think, here in Spiritual Workout World, to live in a place of acceptance. So we're talking in spiritual workout terms then about being present. So that when a human being is in a place of acceptance, and some other words for that are what? Non-resistance, non-judgment, neutrality, presence, right? And along with that idea are other ideas that we cultivate here in Spiritual Workout World, like worthiness and trust and optimism and hope. So what he says is that one human being generally living in that space, it doesn't mean 24/7 without diverting off the path, but one of us spending most of our time in that place of acceptance, kind of rolling with the punches and the changes of life, moving through. I think it pretty much defines any of us here. We actually counterbalance 90,000 people who, through no fault of their own or for whatever reason, tend to spend most of their time in the realm and the energy of guilt, fear, unworthiness, apathy, anger, and the like. Now, here we are, spiritual beings having human experiences, and there's a wide range of human emotions. It's not about not experiencing any of these things. But we also talk here in Spiritual Workout World, I'm looking for my cards, about the idea that we are all connected. And so I just want to stop for a moment and remind us, when we are in our busy lives and always doing, even though most of us here are cultivating less doing and more being, what I want to underscore tonight, because of this teaching, Dr. Hawkins' teaching, and our concepts of being present and the idea that we're all connected, that oftentimes, or any time of any minute of any day, when we are wanting to do, especially in the realm of doing for our culture, for our society, perhaps politically or in an activist way, that we are already doing a tremendous amount just by our willingness and ability. I think we're all able. By our willingness and our ability to live in that zone that I described, we are already doing a lot to promote the upleveling of human consciousness. It's when we get stuck in that other realm, not that we can't go there, we will, and we do, most of us. it's about not getting stuck. And I think spiritual workout is largely about creating new habits, living in this space more and more, to where it just is the default, to where it's really crazy and off kilter when we find ourselves in some of those quote unquote lower realms, lower vibrations, lower energies, right? And lower doesn't mean worse or better. It just means factually lower, slower vibration and a feeling that is just not as good. So again, when we are willing and able to hold that vibration most of the time of acceptance and optimism and hope and love and worthiness, we are, just by doing that, like I say, doing a lot, counterbalancing 90,000 other human beings to whom we are connected, and thus actually helping them, any of them who are endeavoring for the same thing, wishing, hoping, praying, and actively trying and working on, as we used to say, changing their lives. They are helped by us simply standing in this energy ourselves. I hope that makes sense. So that the point of that I want to make here is to help us move out of this idea that we always have to be doing. We talk all the time about being a spiritual being, being a human being, not a human doing, right? So these ideas are not new for us. But again, I just want to underscore tonight, if you didn't already know, and if you did, just to remind yourself and me, that again, because we're all connected, just standing in that energy that I've described is already doing a lot to up-level human consciousness. So I just wanted to offer that reminder tonight. Thank you. If you have any comments or questions about it, feel free to bring them up. And I assume we've got some people to work out some stuff, yes?